Hi everyone, in this video I will explain you how to generate the formula for a line. So when we have a line like this, we have three simple steps to generate the formula. The first step is to give the standard formula. Since this is a linear line, we can see it because it's a straight line, there are no curves in it. The standard formula is y equals ax plus b, where b is called our y-intercept. A y-intercept is the same as the intersection point with the y-axis. So if we're going to have a look, we can see that the point over here is called the y-intercept because the line intersects with the y-axis. So b is equal to minus 3. Your third step is to calculate the gradients. There is like a standard formula for calculating the gradients. You should always do vertical divided by horizontal. The gradient tells us how steep a line goes. So we just choose two random grid points. So the grid points are where the lines are coming together. So over here is a grid point, this is a grid point, this is a grid point, this is not a grid point, is not a grid point. So we just choose two grid points that are on our line. So I chose these. It doesn't matter which ones you choose because you will always get the same answer. Alright, then you're going to have a look. How many vertical steps do we go? We go 2 vertical steps, and we go 1 horizontal step. According to the formula, we should divide the vertical, which is 2, by the horizontal, which is 1. So 2 over 1, which is the same as 2. Then we have our A, we have our B, and we have our standard formula. So the only thing that we still need to do is to fill it in. So the 2 instead of the A, the B, the minus 3 instead of the B. So we get y equals 2x minus 3. Alright, another example. Over here, our line went up. We could see that because when we had a look at the y-intercept, the minus 3, and we had a look at the right side, we saw that our line was going up. Over here, when we have a look at the intersection point with the y-axis, we see that our line is going down. So again, step 1 is to give the standard formula, which is y equals ax plus b. Our step 2 is to give the y-intercept, which is the b in our standard formula, and is the intersection point with the y-axis. So it's a 1. Step 3 is to calculate the gradients, vertical divided by horizontal. First, choose 2 grid points. So I choose one over here and another one over there. What you can see is that you go 4 steps horizontally and 3 steps vertically, but the line was going down. So I'm going minus 3 steps vertically. What you get is minus 3 over 4. You can just leave it as a fraction. So you get y equals minus 3 over 4x plus 1. Right. Last example, please try this one yourself first. So pause the video, try to do this alone, and afterwards check if you did correct or not. Again, step 1 is to give the standard formula. So y equals ax plus b. Our second step is to give the y-intercept, which is the b in our standard formula and is the intersection point with the y-axis. Over here, it intersects at y is equal to 0. So b equals 0. Step 3 is to calculate the gradient, so how steep our line goes, by using vertical divided by horizontal. So again, I choose 2 random grid points. You could have chosen something different. The line goes down because when I have a look at the y-intercept and then at the right side of our graph, I can see that the line goes down. So it's negative 6. Negative 6 over 2 is equal to minus 3. Fill it in our formula and you get y equals minus 3x. You do not need to write down plus 0 because the 0 doesn't have any value. So your most simplified version is y equals minus 3x. I hope you had it correct, and if not, then please make sure you study a bit more.